What's up, you guys? My name is Hero, and today I've got an almost 100 plus gameplay for you guys. I know, I choked the 100, I was 5 points away, I was disappointed myself. I almost had 100 earlier today, but my game crashed, so that sucked. I got so mad I stopped playing for like an hour, but I mean, do you blame me? You're about to break 100 and your freaking PS4 just decides it wants to die? So yeah, so that was awful. And a little bit about this gameplay is I'm not actually using classes that I normally get. I'm actually using It's Me Jennifer's class because I'm trying to go for Eclipse. So that's why my class is a little bit funkier than it normally is. And today I'm going to talk about something that I haven't talked about yet. I mean, I've ranted a little bit about it on Twitter, but I haven't actually talked about it in a video. Can we guess what it is? Can we guess? It's the supply drops, if we haven't figured it out yet from following me on Twitter. Like, I like the supply drops a lot better in Black Ops 3 than I do in Advanced Warfare. Like, don't get me wrong there. I definitely like them all better because at least it's not as bad pay to win as it was in Advanced Warfare. Because Advanced Warfare was just awful. Like, if you didn't have an Obsidian Steed or a Speakeasy or a Steel Bite or that HBR variant, I can't think of what it's called, the Insanity, like, you couldn't keep up with the other players no matter how good you were. Now, with Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it's mainly you getting, like, taunts and gear for your specialist and like camos, and I was completely fine with that until they started adding guns. And the thing is, I dropped like 40 bucks last time. I think you guys only saw me in the video drop 20, but I dropped 20 more after to try to do another video, and I literally got absolutely nothing in the drop. And so I didn't even upload that video because I didn't have anything to show for the $20 I had spent. I still don't have anything to show for the $40 that I've spent. And even the shotgun pistol is literally the only thing new that I've managed to get out of a drop. And I didn't even get it out of a regular, like, rare supply drop. I think I just got it out of a normal drop. So it was just like, wow, I spent 40 bucks to get a new weapon and I just coulda did 10 crypto keys. And I can't even say I use crypto keys because I'm grinding this game pretty much all the time. I've spent a ton of crypto keys and I still haven't gotten any new weapons except for the shotgun pistol. And it just brings me to my point that I don't think it's fair to put weapons in supply drops because everyone wants to play with the new weapons. Like, everybody wants to do it. But you could drop, as we've seen from certain like bigger YouTubers, you could drop like $200 in supply drops and get absolutely nothing. Like, you have no control whatsoever on what you're gonna get out of these drops. I would rather it go back to, I think it was Call of Duty Ghost, where you paid like $3 and you got the Ripper, or I think it Black Ops 2, like Peacekeeper. I think you just had to buy the DLC that it came in and you got the Peacekeeper. And I don't see the point in buying a season pass when with season pass we're literally getting like no bonus. Like none. I think we just paid $10 cheaper total because we bought it at the beginning of the year rather than if you would just buy all the map packs separately. But it just sucks because you should at least give the season pass owners some type of reward for buying the season pass. Because I mean, that's $50 more we spent that we didn't have to spend, like putting absolute faith in you that you were going to put out good maps. And you don't always put out good maps. Like, honestly, if I wasn't a content creator, I don't even think I would have bought the season pass until like the maps came out and I knew that they were good maps. Because I didn't even like the newest map pack that came out, like, at all. Like, I hate all of the maps. I hate it. But I have the season pass so that way I can get videos out. But if you're not someone that cares about videos, then I wouldn't buy the season pass because sometimes you're going to get maps that they're garbage. And that's what happens. And it's better just to save your money and spend like $10 more than it is just to get the season pass, especially when you're getting no bonuses whatsoever for buying it. Because at least when you buy the map packs later, and if you end up buying all of them, you get the extra $10, at least you'll know that they're good maps and you spent your money on something good. Like, you could save the $10, but then the maps just be awful. And I really wish that it would be back to Black Ops 2 and they would stick the new guns in a DLC, because I think more people would buy the DLC if they were promised these new guns that everyone wants to play with. Like, I don't even care if they're not in a DLC. I don't care if they're in like the store and you have to go over the store and you have to pay like $3 or $4 for each gun there. I would do that. Like, it's better than dropping $50+ on supply drops and then not getting anything in the supply drops. Like, they've had how many new weapons and melee weapons now, and I've got one, and I know multiple of you have got like nothing, while some of you have gotten like almost every single one. And it sucks because it's just the luck of the draw. And I know you can argue with me, oh, Hero, these new guns aren't very good. They're kind of suckish. The sniper's a 2-shot kill. The MP40 gets beat out by the VMP. And honestly, I don't really care about that. The game's been out for like, what, 4 months now, and I just want something new to play with. Like, I change up my guns from time to time, and I think it would just be a blast to play with that MP40, because like the MP40, which they called it a different thing in the drops now, it was one of my favorite guns ever. Like, I'm not saying it's one of the best Call of Duty guns ever, because I think it got beat out back in the day by a few other guns, but it was just one of those guns that was really, really fun to play with, and it's really fun to play the same with the gun in Zombies. And so now I have to watch all these videos of people playing with the MP40 in Black Ops 3, and I have to just accept that I'm literally never going to get it, because my luck in supply drops is awful. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be a really overpowered gun, because as you can see, I was disappointed when I got the shotgun pistol, because I was like, oh, this is a terrible gun. But then I was having so much fun playing with it just because it was something new. That's pretty much what I used for like 2 straight days. And I even made a video on the pistol just because I liked the pistol so much. And I really want a new gun to do that with. I don't care. I don't even care if it's that new sniper rifle. Like, as long as it's something new that I don't have that I can play with, just like these people that seem to either get lucky with supply drops, or these big YouTubers that can spend like $200+ in supply drop openings just to try to get one. And it's just ridiculous how much COD points cost. Like, they're so expensive just to open a few like in-game crates, and the in-game crates don't even give you what you want. Like, I still don't have a Fury Song, I don't have any of the new melee weapons, I don't have any of the regular new weapons, I just have a shotgun pistol out of like the hundreds and hundreds of like rare supply drops that I've opened. And I just don't think it's fair, because I want that MP40, and like I wouldn't mind playing with the baseball bat, like that new like dagger looking thing. It's just, it would bring so much to the game if you were able just to buy the new weapons. Because, I mean, it would just be something that's really fresh. I mean, you have some people that might be a little bit tired of the game, and if you promise them a new weapon that they can play with, they're more likely to come back to play that game, so that way they can try out the new weapon. The problem is, nobody can get a new weapon because you have to get lucky in these drops, and that's just awful, and they want it that way. They want you to spend a ton of money on these supply drops just in the hopes of getting one of these new weapons, and I'm not buying any more supply drops. My recommendation to you guys, don't buy the supply drops either. Like, don't support that type of thinking. And I always hoped that with Treyarch has such a good reputation that I was hoping that they wouldn't be the ones to do this. Like I said, I was completely 100% fine with the supply drops and how they had them set up before, because it was a nice bonus stuff to get you in the game, like taunts and camos and all that other stuff. But like, getting a new gun, like everybody wants the new gun, and there's no way that you can get it. There's no way guaranteed. Like, you can spend a ton of money on supply drops, like you still ain't gonna get your gun, and it's awful. I just really wish they would go back to how it was in like Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty Ghosts, and let me just spend $3 directly to get the gun I want. And now I've got you guys that are going, oh, it's not Treyarch's fault, it's not Treyarch's fault, it's probably Activision. And yeah, you're right, it probably is Activision, but it still sucks, and I wish Treyarch would like fight them more on these drops, or at least like maybe you could still have it where you can get them lucky in a drop, or I don't know, but then you would also have the option to just like buy them so that everyone can play with them, because it's the worst when you go in game and you're getting killed by these weapons, and it's like, well, that guy was lucky enough to get it. Like, did he get lucky, or did he drop $200 on supply drops in order to get the gun? And you never really know. And most of the time with like big YouTubers, that's exactly what they do. They drop like $200 just so that way they can get the guns, and they're pretty much the only people at the moment that have the guns. I don't know, like, this is turning into this like such a long rant even when I don't want it to. So what are your guys' opinions? Like, do you like the supply drops as they are now? Do you like the supply drops how they were before? Do you not like supply drops at all? Like, do you like them better than the Advanced Warfare supply drops? Like, I really want to know your guys' opinion and whether or not you think putting new guns in a supply drop is fair or not, because I don't think it's fair. I really like the supply drops how they were before. But I guess that's enough of a rant. I've ranted for like 10 minutes into the video, so I do want to talk about how much I like the new weapons. Like, from what I've seen, I'm glad they're not super overpowered like in Advanced Warfare. It's where in Advanced Warfare, like, you had to have that gun or you just weren't good, but it seems like these guns are actually just nice bonus guns. Like, the MP40 doesn't beat out the VMP, the sniper doesn't beat out like the Locust or the SPG, so at least it's balanced, and I guess that's all I can ask for. Do you guys have a gun that you're going after, like one in a drop that you want to get above the others? I just want the MP40, that's it. I've given up on the sword. eventually I'll get it, hopefully. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I'm gonna keep saving up my crypto keys because I don't want to spend any more money and just get angry when I don't get it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can do at this point, is just like hope that I get it through a crypto key drop. I really want it. They look nice. Triarch does a good job with them, so at least it brings like a new, like fresh feel to the game with the new weapons. And enough about that. In case we can't tell, I'm actually currently grinding for a 100 plus. This is actually the first day I've actually attempted it, so I'm really proud that I got like 95 kills on a first attempt. Like I said, I choked. I needed 5 more kills, couldn't get it. And then earlier today, I almost did it, and my PS4 decided to let the game crash, and that sucked. So not much I can do there. So hopefully next video I'll manage to have broken the 100 plus. And do you guys want tips? Because I can definitely give you guys a lot of tips on how to get a high kill gameplay exactly like this one. Like a majority of the games I'm in, I just get a ton of kills. I'm always the leading slayer on my team, and if you want tip videos on how to be the leading slayer on your team, I don't mind at all creating a video showcasing you guys' like my tips and my advice. Like I know other YouTubers do that, but every single person is different, and who knows, like someone's technique might not work for you, but my technique might work for you, or it might not, you know. It's just one of those up in the air type deals that if my tips will help you, I'd be really super happy. And there it is, a 95 kill gameplay. I think that's the highest amount of kills that I've ever put out so far. If you like the video, please click the like button below, comment below, share the video. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. I post new videos very often, and I try to get high kill gameplays. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.